Because love is unconditional. You have to love certain people, but friendship is conditional.
Here's a question. Louis C.K., at the end of Louis C.K.'s latest special, he thanks you. What was that for, and are you close?
Yeah, we're friends, and I don't think anyone is the worst thing they ever did. I think if you're friends with me, you're friends with me, and that's for life. And I guess it was for that.
Fair dues. On to the 4 people trying to start a round of applause, then giving up. Fair.
Fine. Yeah, I think that's probably an example of being not to blow my own trumpet, but to be a foul weather friend is a magnificent thing to be.
Serious one here. Garden, mushy, or petit pois?
I'm going to go petit pois. I'm going to go petit pois because that guy is such a fucking... he's brilliant. I don't know what's the matter with him. I'd go with a mushy pea. I'm going mushy pea with the fish and chips. Yeah.
Working class roots. There we are. Were you the funny... This is verbatim. Were you the funny fucker at school or a big girly swat?
Actually, great question, because I was both. You're 16, right? Okay, you're 16. When I was 16, I changed schools. And you become acutely aware, and I think this is a great thing in life, you become aware you are a story you tell yourself. Like, I don't believe in an afterlife, but I believe in a next life, because it's happened to me a couple of times. When I was 16, I moved schools, and I went from being quite a tearaway. A lot of friends from that school ended up in prison or in a lot of trouble. A lot of them didn't make it, some of them died. It was a rough school. And then I moved to a better school and reinvented myself and went, I'm going to be an academic and go to Cambridge. And I did it with my job. I had a boring job, and then I reinvented myself as a comic. And I'm still the same guy, but you can be different things you can't beat your environment. And sometimes changing environments changes everything. And by environment, I mean not just the place you are, but the people you're with, who you're surrounded with. And when I found the comedy environment, when I surrounded myself with those people, I liked who I was more, and so I stayed there.
Who's your best mate? Who do you hang out with? Are they famous or just a normie?
Wow, that's a very good question. Normal people, I remember them.
It is, but it's funny you do mention once or twice in the book some of like old friends. I find it's quite hard to visualize you hanging out with a mate you went to school with.
I mean, yeah, I've got lots of close friends. I've got some that are in the business, some that aren't in the business, but yeah, I value friendship above all, I think. It's fantastic. Because love is unconditional. You have to love certain people, but friendship is conditional.
Hello, I'm Jimmy Carr, and I'm announcing a new tour. It's called Jimmy Carr Laughs Funny, because, I do. I go to jimmycarr.com for dates and tickets, and then, I guess, buy a ticket and come and see the tour. I laugh funny, so can you. Come and see me.